All right, guys, today I'm going to show you how to format the document of your assignment or homework for this week, the questions on COCO. And I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so you're going to basically just follow the guidelines in the video here in the module, in this week's module. So there's a video that shows you exactly how to format a document using MLA guidelines. So just go to this week's module and click on the writing process. And if you scroll down, you'll see that there's a video that tells you how to format a document following MLA format or MLA guidelines. The only difference is that this week you're not going to be writing an essay, you're just going to be answering some questions. So I'm going to show you how to do that so that there aren't any questions, right? It's the same thing. It's just that instead of an essay, you're going to answer questions. All right, so let's just follow the guidelines in the video. We need to start by setting up the font. It's got to be Times New Roman size 12. So set it up to Times New Roman size 12. Voila. Then we need to check the spacing. We also go to home. I like to go to paragraph here. Line spacing, it has to be double. So we did that. Boom, done. And then we need to check the margins, and we go to layout, margins, and they have to be 1 inch all around. So that's normal. All done. Then we need a running head. So I'm going to go to, for the page number, the last name and page number, I'm going to go to insert, to header, and I'm going to choose a model that will allow me to insert my last name, and the page number also needs to appear in the upper right hand corner of every page. So I'm going to choose this template or model, and let's see if it allows me to insert my last name. All right, so just hypothetically, suppose that my name is Jane Smith. All right, so my last name would be Smith. All right, Jane Smith. So my last name would be Smith. There we go. Perfect. There's a little problem here. It's this thing is blue, and I need it to be black, and it's also not the right font. So I have to change it to Times New Roman, size 12, and I need it to be black. Voila, all done. Done here, perfect. I press the escape key, and that's done. And if you notice, if I want to go to the second page of my document, right, the last name and the page number will show up here as well. Okay, let's go and do the header. All right, or the heading. We need name and last name. So I said my name was Jane Smith. Good. Then you need, where am I? Over here. Your professor's name. Dr. Ruiz. Done. The class that you're taking, ENC 1102. The space there, done. And then you need the date. And there's a specific format for the date. You need the day, the month, and then the year. So I think this homework is going to be due the 20th, 20 September 2020. Let's see, September 2020. Perfect. And now I need a title because every document, no matter what it is, oh, look for space there, sorry. Every document, no matter what it is, needs to have a title. So we go to home, and the title needs to be centered. So let's go and center the title. And what's going to be the title? Well, this is homework, and it's on questions. I could call in here. It's going to be better, look better. Questions on, oh dear. What's the name of the essay? Coco. Coco is the title of a film, so it needs to be italicized. Based on the italics. What's the entire name? A story about borders and love. A story about borders and love, and close quotation marks. All right, so notice how I'm using quotation marks for the title of the essay that I'm going to be analyzing or reading, right? And italics for the title of the film, because film titles need to be italicized. I'm done with my title. I press enter, and then I need to justify or go back to my left margin. So just press the back key, or you can also, right, if you had it here, if it was centered, then you go to flush it to the left margin. All right, so the next thing that we need to do, since you're going to be answering questions, is go number 1. And what is question number 1? Question number 1 is, why does Tolentino think that Coco is unlike any other film? I don't want to do any extra work. I'm just going to copy paste. There it is. Boom, all done, right? So I need to answer the question. Question here. And then when I'm ready, I need to go to my next question. And what's the next question? According to Tolentino, etc., etc. To-doom, to-doom. Paste in. And then you do the same thing, right? Answer my question. Right, and that's all. Remember to indent paragraphs, right? So if you have to write a paragraph, indent the paragraph. Don't forget about that. And that's it, and so on and so forth. The document is formatted following MLA guidelines, and what you're doing is answering questions, so just go ahead and answer your questions. For this document, you don't need, or for this assignment, you don't need a works cited page because the reading is already in the book that is required for class. So you don't need to work, put together a bibliography for it or a citation for it. That's fine. Okay. Remember to include quotes. So this question over here is asking you for a quote. So remember to do that. Provide the quote. Review the quotation sandwich. Let me see if we go back to modules. Where is the quotation sandwich? Over here. So review the guidelines for embedding quotes. And always remember to introduce the quote, then have the quote itself, of course, using quotation marks. And then after the quotation marks, but before the final period, you need to have the page number where you're getting the quote from. So remember that. You need to have a lead-in or the introduction, then the quote, and after the quote, but before the final period, again, look at the final period over here. You need to have the page number where you got the quote from. And then after the quote, a short explanation so that the quote is not floating around, so to speak, without context. You have here a list of verbs that you can use in your lead-in or your signal phrase or the introduction. So choose verbs from there, kind of like to spice up your prose and give it some variety instead of always just saying says or states. You can use other verbs, points out, argues, etc., explains. You can choose verbs from the list and just answer the questions, all right? When you're done, remember to always save the work in your computer and then turn it in through Canvas. All right, guys, so that's all from me. And remember, this is how your document should look. Remember to format and to always embed those quotes. All right, that's all from me. Have a good day. Bye-bye.